Hi everybody, I am the Average Wizard, and I don't know what curse compelled me to play this, but I'm here with Doki Doki Literature Club. Every time I ask people who watch my videos what I should play, I'm always told to play this. I don't know why, but we're here. I've put it off long enough. Let's see what this game has in store. My name... Wiz. Always with the whizzes. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I can't read, okay? This is horrible already. God. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd see yourself making today, but just can't... Wait. Because it's kind of works set... Whatever. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's that noise. That's what that is. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You could say, like... Or you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I can't read. That's mean, Wiz. This is gonna be really weird if they call me Wiz the entire time. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you didn't wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean, even if you... Okay. Whatever you say, Sayori. By the way, Wiz, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. No, I'm not. I wasn't even into clubs when I was in high school. Well, no, that's a lie. I was in computer club, and chess club, and Yu-Gi-Oh club back in the day, believe it or not. I got really good. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. My fucking phone keeps going off. Go away! Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I didn't. In one of our many conversations, when I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, story of my life. Just, yeah, sure, whatever, smile and nod. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the... What the hell's a NEET? Is it like yeet, but like... Japanese? Like, NEET! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little, at least a little bit. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, of course! It's so obvious! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the class. Typical. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there, spacing out, so I came in. Of course you did. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Oh, I thought that was her talking to me. I was like, what are you talking about? Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Oh god, here it goes. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm... Sayori is vice president of the literature. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did because she thought of whatever. I'm just gonna operate under the assumption that I am not gonna be able to speak because reasons. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Who's the actual president? That said, my interest in literature is genuine to be even less. Or guaranteed. Well, kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, of course, you roped me into this. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Cupcakes are like a step away from muffins! Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning that as to have planned all of this out. Maybe a little bit of both. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! I regret my decisions. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. We've all been there, buddy. I dejectedly followed Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here! Don't make a scene. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah, I glance around the room. Welcome to the... Oh, hi there. Hello. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Really? Seriously, you brought a boy? It's 2019! Come on! Where's the inclusion? Ah, whiz, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. This is gonna go south really fast. I hope you're happy. You know who you are. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? Harumph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably at first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. We do know each other well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, of course. Basically completely out of my league. Yeah, that sounds about right. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels nice. Don't play into it. It's all an act. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Wiz. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I can go for some tea, but I got my coffee. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? No. I'm dead inside. Ta-da! Sorry, I got lost in the muffins. The whiskers are drawn with icing. The little pieces of chocolate were used to make their ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Yeah, that's basically my expression for life. Well, you know, whatever. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full, and she already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. See, no, you can't just take a bite. What you have to do, you have to take the wrapper off, and then you rip the cake itself in half, put that ripped section on top of the icing, and eat it like an icing sandwich. Yeah. Food eating tips from the average wizard. 10 out of 10. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The wrong way. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you. That's okay. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard of this somewhere before. Or made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. Gives us. Something. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No, I'd much rather have coffee. Coffee is the goodness. I guess. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I have a cabinet full of tea right now. I'm glad. So, what made you consider literature club? Well, it was just kind of roped into it. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make yourself feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Yeah, I can agree with that. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yeah, I believe that. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Well, we'll see about that. So, Wiz, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read about these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! Yes, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yeah, well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Yeah, I read a lot of that too. I mean, I'm not trying to relate to a anime character, game, something. Level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is especially impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, I can... Fuck! I can relate to that too. Dang it. Here we go. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements that usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. This is gonna be a lot of reading. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why don't you care? Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing it to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Well, I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Nice. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more confident with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'll join the literature club. I never thought those words were going to come out of my mouth. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I mean, that was not really the plan, but then it turned out to be the plan, and apparently it's not the plan anymore, so, like, my plans are not plans. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Wiz, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh, you don't want that. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Wiz, since you're already here, do you want to walk home together? Oh my god! I can't get away from you, can I? God, you be nice to the weird kid just once and you're stuck with her for life. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think of... Wait, pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with... I'm getting a cramp in my knee. Something good might happen with whomever likes the poem the most. Okay... Existence. My existence is a lie. Extreme! hi again, Wiz. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back in the... I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join this club, any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Okay, Jesus! Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for everyone who keeps your manga collection in her club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is lit. Don't worry, guys. Wiz always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is always so messy and it's distracting. Whatever. And you almost set your house on fire once. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Why? Stop that. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, but it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Wait, shit, should I have saved before I picked the words? Because isn't this, like, dramatically changes depending on what I do? I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, I see what's happening. Ah, crap. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. What? The signs are there! What more do you need? A frickin' landing strip no. There's a big, bright, shining black and white sign. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyways? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Wiz? I should have picked a different name. Mistakes have been made. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they'll challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Well, I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Yeah, join the club. Haha, the Doki Doki club. No, that's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Because apparently I can't talk. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Aha, what are you saying? Or, not aha, but just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put... You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. My character has infinitely more game than I do, and it's kind of worrisome. And hurtful. Or something. Yeah. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm on the other side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the other side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, yeah, that's right, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me. So I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first page in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb's gently letting go of the page, letting it float Hang on. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses a lot of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Wiz, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Oops. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Nope. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Here we go. I'm gonna save right here. Just because. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, we obviously, yeah. For reasons. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. Gosh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Why was that sarcastic? Yuri trails off, unable to... Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. I'm not sure if Yuri was apologizing to herself, to me, or not. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? I can't read. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to... It didn't. Ah. Well, I just don't read script. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And I'm gonna leave it there, because this video has gone on for ages. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing this or not. This was kind of like a test run, but you know. I might, depending on if you guys like seeing it or not. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comments are always appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.